It would be foolish of any of us not to include you, the experts, in this process. So you have my support in urging the rest of my colleagues to make sure you have a seat at the table during all negotiations during this process. I also want to share with you something that's personal to me that I've learned over these first 2 years in the State House that I want you guys to think about as well. A lot of times we get in this building and we get intimidated and we think that those of us that have the title on the door are the experts. Well, we might be experts in one or two things. I'm great around teamwork and youth development and community organizing. But with healthcare, I know I need to pick up the phone and call you guys to hear from you guys. So you need to know when you're in this building, you are the experts above us, the elected officials, and we're serving you. And I'll tell you a little bit about a hiccup that I want us to be able to work through more and more. So, you know, a lot of times us politicians, we get desensitized and sometimes even dehumanized, and it goes both ways. Sometimes we look at all the people that are lobbying us and we just look at them as a lobbying group. Here comes another person to ask us for a budget line item or a bill item or an amendment. And it's easy for us to just shut our minds off and just yeah, shake your hand and see you go. And vice versa. You might get to our door and go, here's another politician that's going to say yeah, let us go. We need to have this personal engagement, and it has to be regular. It has to be a symbiotic relationship where you give to us and we give to you. And that happens through regular conversation. And we don't always have to talk about a bill, amendment, or a budget item. Let's talk about your neighborhood. Let's talk about your day at work yesterday. Let's talk about how your week went last week and what we can do to improve your work week and what you can do to help us improve how we serve you. These are the conversations that keep us human. Because before we were organizers, before we were at work, before we were elected officials, we were humans first. And we need to keep that in mind, especially around the service industry. My door, I represent the 5th Suffolk District, parts of Dorchester and Roxbury. This is where I grew up, it's where I live, it's where I want to start and raise a family, it's where I want to serve for the rest of my life. Not necessarily in office, but that community. My door will always be open to you, whether you're from Worcester, whether you're from Springfield, Lawrence, Cape Cod. It matters not to me as long as we're serving good people, making government and our Commonwealth better. So you'll always have my support. I will stand here in any kind of weather with you as long as the invitation is extended to me. And I thank you all for being here, for being loud, and bringing this wonderful music and your energy to the State House today. Thank you.